Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another MLB slate, and we actually have a lighter slate today. Only 8 games for an MLB slate, so that's a rather small slate. But nevertheless, we got some spots I think we can make some money on. But before we get into the video, before we get into the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those push notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord chat. If you guys want to join that, the link to that is in the description of the video down below. We also have merch if you want to help support the channel that way. You can check out our merch in the link in the description of the video down below. We are also running our contest still, which there's 8 days left in our first one for a chance to win $25. All you guys got to do is leave your best bets in the comment section below for the MLB, the NHL, and the NBA videos. So let's take a quick look at the leader, and we actually have a new leader. We have Andres Money as our new leader, followed by Wheezy and Katie Fisher, and Raymond Mason is moving up as well. But still, we have 8 days, and it's still not too late to hop on in and still have a chance to win. All you guys gotta do is give your 3 best bets, and then you can have a shot at winning $25, and it's free to enter. So why not try to win some free money?
Yeah, all you have to do, leave your best bet in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to ESB Shorts. Link to that's in the description below. And then be following us on either Twitter or Instagram so we have a way to contact you.
All right, let's go to a recap of yesterday. We'll start with you, Tim.
Yesterday was a 3-2 day. I hit on one favorite and 2 underdogs, so ultimately it was profitable. That Texas play was quite nice. Atlanta was nice. St. Louis was close most of the game, but couldn't convert. And apparently San Francisco, and they learned how to hit. So, whatever. 3-2 day. I'm up. Even though I like this. Even though I'm 48-50, which is an under 500 record, I'm still up 3.31 units for this year.
Yeah, and I had a great day yesterday. 5-1 overall. If you follow me on Twitter, I went 7-2 on my picks. But for video picks, I went 5-1 yesterday. I hit on Arizona. Wow, what a game that was! I think it was Van Meter hit a 3-run shot in the top of the 9th inning last night to tie the game at 3, and then they exploded for 5 runs in the bottom of the 10th, or in the top of the 10th. Arizona gets the win there. Texas plus 157. 2 big dogs cashed for me yesterday. Chicago Cubs, they absolutely slaughtered the Mets yesterday, 16-4. I actually cashed them at plus 126. You guys cashed them at plus 109, plus 110, depending on where your book was at the time. We still made money on them. The Toronto Blue Jays get the job done versus the Boston Red Sox at the plus 120 price tag. Our only loss of the day was Milwaukee first 5. If only I switched that from Milwaukee first 5 to Milwaukee full game, I'd be talking about a 6-0 night where I hit a plus 180 there. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. They caught back up and won, or they scored three runs from the 6th inning on, and did not cash my first 5. And the Philadelphia Phillies first 5 minus a half. They hit the 3-run shot in the 1st inning, and they didn't look back from there. 3-1 was the end of the score at the end of 5. They cashed the first 5 there. I went 5-1. I'm now 49-46 on the year, hitting at 51.6%. And making 10.86 units. That's the beauty of underdogs right there. So let's try to make this a even better season, as let's continue to try to make some money. And let's get into today's baseball slate. Only 8 games, but I feel like there's some value spots here. We are starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 142 for the Diamondbacks, plus 131 for the Reds. And we will start with you, Tim.
For the starting off the video, it's going to be a pass for me. I if anything, I'd lead a little bit towards the Cincinnati side. I have a little bit more faith in Wilder than Hoffman. Hoffman than Wilder. I just can't really back Diamondbacks right now. And Cincinnati's been a little bit iffy for me to drop a minus 142 on them. And I don't feel like this game will be. I feel like this game will be too close where a run line won't cash. So I feel I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this one.
I am not going to pass on this one. I have had the Diamondbacks in Game 1 where they lost but won the game due to a suspended game. I had Diamondbacks Game 2. Diamondbacks have won their last 3 games. They've looked good. They've won 6 of their last 10 games. Cincinnati is scuffling right now after their decent start. They've only won 3 of their last 10 games. This Diamondbacks team has learned to hit here, and they're hitting Cincinnati pretty well. We're going for the sweep here with the Arizona Diamondbacks here, riding them all 3 games. I think there's a pitching advantage with Taylor Widener there. He's looked pretty decent so far this season. Plus, I don't know how much we can trust Jeff Hoffman as a pitcher. So I am taking the Arizona Diamondbacks plus 131 to start the day here. And our next game is going to be the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Minus 116 for the Tigers, plus 106 for the Pirates. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. And looking at this game, I had a slight lean towards the Pirates in this one, but the line has moved to where this is like a no value, no bet. I had this game lined Pirates plus 108. So no value on either side to bet this game. It's going to be a pass for me here. These are also 2 pitchers that I honestly don't trust, and I think actually the pitcher switch. It was supposed to be JT Brubaker, and now it is Mitch Keller. So keep an eye out for who they have as the pitcher here, because I do have Mitch Keller here on DraftKings as well. So yeah, I'm off this game. I would have liked the Pirates a little bit more with Brubaker on the mound. There's gonna be a pass for me.
Yeah, this one's a pass for me as well. Arena's not really pitching well this year, and neither is Mitch Keller. So I don't really like either side. Both bullpens have pretty much sucked. And it's basically picking 2 shitty teams and trying to figure out which piece of crap is gonna win. I don't have a side either way. I don't want to go after this one, and the bad teams are always the toughest one for us to predict.
Yeah, I was looking maybe an over on this game, seeing that the pitchers are not great.
Maybe.
These are the 2 worst pitching staffs in the league, 29th and 30th in team ERA. But one thing that we have been overlooking a little bit here is Pittsburgh actually has a decent bullpen. They're 13th in the league with a 3.89 bullpen ERA. So just something to keep an eye on here. Detroit's the worst in the league. But we'll move on to our next game here with the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Indians. Aaron Savali takes on Domingo Germán. Minus 107 for the Yanks. Minus 103 for the Indians. And looking at this game, this is going to be a no play for me as well. I have the Indians as a minus 104 favorite here. So 1 cent of value on this Indians team for the game. This is just 2 teams that I'm going to try to avoid a little bit here. Maybe under could be a look, because neither of these teams are particularly hitting well. They got really good pitching staff, 7th and 8th in team ERA. And they got the 2nd and 6th ranked bullpens in the league. Plus, I mean, these teams are not hitting well right now. The Indians definitely have not been hitting well, and Yankees, that's part of their struggle. So this game's going to be a pass for me. No action between the Yankees and the Indians. You looking at anything in this game?
Actually, I'm going to be adding something to my card. And what I'm going to be adding is the Cleveland Indians run line at plus 180. I'm going to take a little bit of a stab there. Savali has been pitching pretty well this year, 3-0 with a 2.18 ERA. I think he's going to be able to shut down a offense of the Yankees that has been poor. So I'll be nice, poor, because they're currently have the tied for the worst record in the American League with the, yeah, you guessed it, Minnesota Twins. And I feel like the offense on Cleveland can do just enough. Domingo Germán is nothing like he's not shown anything this year so far. So I think winning by 2 runs is going to be an easier thing than most people think. At a plus 180 tag, I'll grab the Cleveland Indians run line.
Nice, nice. All right. All right, this will bring us to our next game here. We have the Boston Red Sox hosting the Seattle Mariners. -165 for the Red Sox, +152 for the Mariners. Over under of 9.5 runs for this one. We're getting Justin Dunn versus Nick Pivetta. Where are you looking in this matchup?
Oh, you know how I like my dogs? I'm going right back to them. I like Justin Dunn and the Seattle Mariners +152 in this one. Seattle has just been a hot team lately. They're second place in the West now behind a Oakland team who's won 11 straight games. So, whatever to that one. And they are going up against a Boston team who's first place in the East, but I'm feeling Seattle can pull off something here. Pavetta's nothing special either. He is 2-0 this year. That's because the Boston Red Sox have been winning, though. Giving a little bit of run support, but he has a 3.68 ERA. Dunn is 1-0 with a 3.72. I just like Justin Dunn in the Seattle Mariners today. Give me some of that dog money. Let's do it.
Yeah, and I'm going to be right on board with you here. I'm taking the Seattle Mariners +152 as well. I like Justin Dunn. I think he's going to have a decent future in the MLB. The one thing he's got to do, though, is he's got to keep that walk number down. He walked 8 batters in his last start against the White Sox, which is a huge no-no. But I think as long as Dunn can get his walk numbers down, he'll be able to have a decent season. Looking at Pivetta, he's looked okay so far this year. 6 earned runs on 13 hits in 14 2/3 innings. The 11 walks is concerning, so both starting pitchers have walk concerns in this game. I like Seattle here. They've been rolling. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. And this is a team where I think that we're going to see them play well, and then eventually we're going to see them digress. But I want to ride them as they're going to continue to be +150 dogs versus almost anyone they play at the moment. So I'm taking the Mariners +152 versus the Boston Red Sox. Our next game here is the New York Mets taking on the Chicago Cubs, -112 for the New York Mets, +102 for the Cubs. We're getting Trevor Williams versus Joey Lachucci in this one. Over under of 9 runs for this game. And looking at this game, I have ridden the Cubs the last 2 games, but this line's moved way too much for me to think about it. I was waiting to see if we were going to see more Mets money, and yeah, the first 5 is not even looking like it's worth it anymore either. I'm -102 for the first 5, so this game's going to be a pass for me. It'll probably be a slight lean towards the under, seeing that these two teams still are 29th and 30th in the league in runs scored per game. But Joey Lachucci and Trevor Williams are 2 pitchers that don't really scare me. I think the pitching advantage here is for the Cubs, but for starting pitching and the bullpen, actually. This is a good bullpen for these Chicago Cubs. If you're going to play the Cubs, play them for the full game so the Mets can Mets it up. But I'm going to be passing on this game.
Yeah, this one's going to be a pass for me as well. Straight up, Mets have not been really scoring, and last night was disgusting. And Chicago is another one of those lower scoring teams as well. They went off for 16 runs last night, but I still don't think that they're a good offense. If anything, this one would be a slight lean towards the Mets in an attempt at a getaway game. But unless they don't play against each other tomorrow. But this one's ultimately just gonna be a pass for me. I'm not gonna grab the Mets at -112.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not to mention that the last 2 runs the Cubs scored last time were against Luis Guillorme. But our next game here is the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Houston Astros, -120 for the Astros, +110 for the LA Angels. Christian Javier takes on Alex Cobb in this matchup. Your thoughts on this one?
This one's probably going to be a pass for me as well. I don't really trust either of these pitchers. If anything, I have a slight lean towards Javier. But Houston has just been struggling lately. By the way, anybody who's watching this, raise your hand if you had the Yankees, Twins, and Houston all being in last place at the same time. Okay, that's what I thought. No, I don't like this game. If anything, a slight lean towards the Angels, but I don't want to really grab the Angels at they're at plus money, right? They're the
plus 110.
Yeah, I'm slightly towards the Angels, but ultimately this one's going to be a pass for me.
Yeah, for me, I'm not trying to bet this Astros team full game because they've lost 9 of their last 10 games. They've been struggling, and their bullpen has not looked good at all. But I'll take a look at them first 5 here, minus a half a run at plus 110. I think they can get a lead here, and the Angels are a really good second half of the game type of team where they'll score most of their runs from the 6th inning on. So I think this would be a nice little price here for the Houston Astros at plus 110 at minus half a run in the first 5. I feel like Christian Javier is definitely a pitching advantage over Alex Cobb. They are getting some of their hitters back. I believe Altuve and Bregman and Maldonado are all back. So this is a Houston team that does have their weapons back. They do have their hitters back, and then now they just got to start swinging the bats and making contact. But I'm taking the Houston Astros here, minus half a run at plus 110 tomorrow. All right, our second to last game here is the Miami Marlins and the San Francisco Giants, minus 149 for the Marlins, plus 138, or minus 149 for the Giants, plus 138 for the Marlins. Daniel Castano takes on Aaron Sanchez in this matchup. And for me, this is a pass with a lean towards the Marlins. I do like Daniel Castano. I think is going to have a decent go of it in the MLB. He is 0-0 with a 1.8 ERA. He's pitched in 1 game so far, gave up 1 earned run on 5 hits. Didn't strike out anyone on 2 walks. So strikeout numbers are a little low on him, but I'm gonna be passing on this game, leaning towards the Marlins. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, I was able to grab the Marlins last night at plus 150. Oh no, plus 130. It was Seattle at plus. So actually, the value has gone better for Miami. So I'm gonna be grabbing Miami plus 138. I just like Castano a little bit better than Sanchez. I think that he can have a better outing. And I think one of the easiest bets that we're going to have this one, and I'm going to add it to my card, I'm going under 8 in this one as well at a plus 107. I just feel like these two teams don't score. Giants were just 2 overs in a row, but that was mostly because of the Phillies. And I feel like this one should be able to easily go under 8. So I'm grabbing Miami, and I'm grabbing the under 8 in this one.
All right, now heading to our last game of the night, we have the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers, minus 168 for the Dodgers, plus 155 for the Padres. Over under of 7.5 runs for this one. We're getting Ryan Weathers versus Walker Buehler. Your thoughts on our last game of the night?
For the first time this year, I'm going to be taking the Dodgers in a bet. I am grabbing them on the run line because I'm not laying the minus 168. But Walker Buehler is one of the best pitchers in baseball, probably a top 5, and along with 2 other, at least in the NL, along with 2 other of his teammates. So I'm going to be grabbing the Dodgers in this one on the run line, and actually going with them.
Yeah, and for me, I'm liking Walker Buehler here, but I'm not going to bet the Dodgers. I'm going to go with the under 7.5 runs in this game. Dodger Stadium is a heavy under stadium, and even though this Dodgers team can easily cover this over by themselves, I'm going to go with the under. I'm going with the under here because Padres, they're not hitting right now 3.6 runs per game, which is 25th in the MLB. These are the top 2 pitching staffs at the moment. 2.57 team ERA and 2.66 team ERA between the Dodgers and the Padres are first in the MLB. The Dodgers are second in the MLB. 1.03 team WHIP, 1.04 team WHIP, first and second in the MLB. With the Padres having the better of that. 2.67 bullpen ERA compared and a 3.42 bullpen ERA. Both of those are top 8 in the MLB. Third for the Padres, 8th for the Dodgers. I think we're going to see some unders here. The Dodgers have gone under in their last 4 games, and the Padres have gone under in their last 5 games. We're going under 7.5 runs at plus 102 between the Dodgers and the Padres. All right, look, let's go over a quick little recap of our plays for the day, and then we're going to head on out for this video. I'm going with the Arizona Diamondbacks here at plus 131, the Seattle Mariners at plus 152, and I'm going with the under here in the Dodgers and Padres, and I'm going with the Astros first 5 minus a half at plus 110.
I got the Cleveland Indian run line plus 180, Seattle plus 152, Marlins plus 138, the under in the Marlins game plus 107, and the Dodgers run line at a plus 120.
Alrighty.
So you just have to add Giants game and Cleveland money line for, run line for me.
Here we go. All right, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for the video. Once again, if you guys have not joined the contest, all you have to do is leave your best bet in the comment section below, and that will go with both this video, the NBA video, and the NHL video. Three other things you have to do: subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the Earl Sports Bets or Earl Sports Bets Shorts channel, which if you guys don't have time to watch a complete video on a certain day, then
Cleveland run line.
Yes. Then you guys can watch one of those videos. It's essentially a 20 to 30 second clip of our favorite play for the day. And then then what was the and then follow us on either Twitter or Instagram.
Yep. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the MLB today. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.